You're listening to PetLifeRadio.com.
Hi everyone, this is Michelle Fern, host of Best Bets for Pets on Pet Life Radio. So, one of the problems with dogs is most of them don't wear shoes. So then you have dirty paws. What do you do with dirty paws? If it rains, it snows, there's mud, you got the mess. Stay tuned, I have a solution for you. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back, right after these messages. Stay tuned.
Buster, you're telling me my dog food products can't go on your shelves?
That's right. Didn't pass one of my Petco certified nutrition checklists. Sorry, Wayne.
Who made these checklists?
Geniuses. Very smart guys.
Well, it's good enough for most grocery stores.
Do you see cheese puffs on my shelves? Mayonnaise? Soda pop?
No.
That's because I ain't running no grocery store, Wayne. Your pets will get better nutrition, I guarantee it. Petco, where the healthy pets go.
Enter the code LUCKY10, LUCKY, the number 10, and get 10% off any order. No minimum at petco.com.
I don't make any decisions about who to hire without going to Angie's List first.
You'll find reviews on home repair to healthcare, written by people just like you.
With Angie's List, I know who to call, and I know the results will be fantastic.
Angie's List, which you can trust.
Go to angieslist.com/best and get 25% off any subscription. That's angieslist.com/best. BEST.
I play tennis because I love to. But inside, I want to win. Take away the court, the net. I might not be a player, but I'll always be a competitor. Lady Foot Locker understands that.
Lady Foot Locker, the first to carry Adidas off-court shoes and the gear that goes with them.
If you play your best, there's no regret.
Lady Foot Locker, one place, every woman.
Go to ladyfootlocker.com and enter the code AFBP10LF to get 10% off any order of $50 or more. Or enter the code AFBP15LF to get 15% off any order of $75 or more at ladyfootlocker.com.
Coast to coast and around the world, it's Oh Behave with Arden Moore. Find out why cats and dogs do the things they do and get the latest buzz from wagging tongues and tails in Rin Tin Tinseltown. From famous pet experts and best-selling authors to television and movie stars, you'll get great tail-wagging pet tips and have a fur-flying fun time. Oh Behave with America's pet edutainer, Arden Moore. Every week on demand. This is the place for a special paparazzi treat. Only on PetLifeRadio.com. Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Hi everyone, welcome back. This is Best Bets for Pets and I have a great show today. Wait till you hear about this product. I'd like to introduce Kevin Fleming. He is the co-founder, along with his dog Beckett, of Paw Clean. Welcome, Kevin.
Hey, Michelle. Welcome. Thanks for having us on.
Oh, I'm so glad. Now, you have a really different type of product. And, anyone who has a dog knows how messy paws can be. How did this product come about?
Yeah, the Canine Footbath is the first product that we launched our Paw Clean line with, and it was inspired by a rescue dog that came into our universe about 4 years ago named Beckett, the co-founder. And he's a Collie Chow and Golden, and as it turns out, a little bit Tasmanian Devil. So he would run around in our backyard, and basically we got to the point where the grass was surrendering with white flags out there. So hence, when it would rain, he would track in all this mud. So we went through the standard kind of solutions, that the big bucket in the backyard, and then I would lug him up to the second floor bathtub and try to rinse off his paws up there. I'm like, wow, there's got to be an easier solution. So we started working with like a handheld unit that would accept the dog's paw, and we pioneered this neoprene gasket that accepts it and really soft entry point. And you can shake and swirl it and create a cleaning vortex that the water will run around the paw in a tornado and loosen up all that paw-borne debris that would otherwise got into the house on the white sofa, on the khakis. So prevention over cure was what we were going for.
I love the terminology, as you call it, a paw-tini.
Yeah, that's a quick way that I was able to describe it to people. Yeah, shake it like a paw-tini is one of our catchphrases. So, yeah, do you like your paws shaken or stirred? So we prefer ours shaken, and found it to be really effective. So it's a clear 36-ounce container. You can put about 30 ounces of water in there. You can add a little bit of non-foaming cleaning agent like Dr. Balmer's or some lavender oil if you wanted to get real shishi with it. But you then put the dog's paw in there, shake and swirl it like a paw-tini. And the lip on the top of the neoprene, it makes it impossible for the water to spill out. So it all gets returned back into the basin where it can dilute the paw-borne pathogens that would have entered into your house, which we had a kid on the way, so it was more important for us to figure out how to stop all that dirt at the door.
Yeah, one of my dogs he gets furry toes, as I call it. He has, hair that grows in between the paw beds, and I keep him trimmed, but it's still, it's not always so effective to keep the paws cleaned and trimmed. And I tried that. He's also skittish, this dog, and he's a bigger dog. Go figure. And I tried the Paw Clean, the canine footbath on him, and I thought this might be challenging because he's afraid of everything. And he was fine with it. I got his paws clean. It worked great. I'm in an area where it rains a lot, and when it rains, it's just a mess. And this really comes in handy for rainy, snowy weather, muddy weather. Just even, they don't wear shoes, dogs. So it's really keeps the dog's feet cleaner, which is good, and your house cleaner.
Yeah, and the mud and the dirt are always there, but and they also in the spring and summer pick up allergens, pollens. They pick up fertilizers, weed killers that people carelessly sort of spray onto the sidewalk. So in the winter, it's great too. It gets rid of those little snowberries that attach to the fur on their toes and the salts, which they can get salt toxicity. So it creates a happier and healthier dog and a cleaner home all around too. So, it's a 4-season solution for dogs. And now that 43% of dogs, of the 77 million dogs, are reported by the American Pet Products Association to be now sleep in our beds, it's even more critical to not bring that junk into where we sleep too. So, I always imagine what my feet would look like if I walked around barefoot all the time, and if my wife would let me sleep in bed with those feet. So that's sort of something we think about.
That's a great way to put it, because I'm one of those, my dog's spoiled. He's on the foot of the bed, and even though he's above the covers, it's right, there's a lot of dirt there. So it's good to have your product to clean the paws with. There's also a mitt that does it come with the canine bath, or is it separate?
It's separate. Oh no, there's a microfiber towel that comes with the canine foot bath. So an ultra absorbent reusable towel that's part of the kit. So it comes inside of the canine foot bath. You pull that out, and then you fill it with water. There's a water level marker on the back of the product so you can know how full to fill it. And then the towel's just there so you have the full kit minus the water to be able to go right away.
Now, you have some other products besides the canine foot bath. One of them is the scrubby towel.
Yeah, the scrubby towel is a great item. We've sort of taken the clean house, clean paws concept to the next level, and like, what else can we do to make life with dog a cleaner experience? So we've created an A to Z solution for home bathing. In this economy, we're finding more and more people are eschewing the groomers and doing more bathing themselves. Actually, it's like 68% of people groom their dog at home. So we have developed a kneeling pad that goes outside of the tub, a soft cushion bath mat inside the tub so their claws don't want to grip into the porcelain and makes it a more anxiety-inducing experience when that happens. we have the scrubby mitt with one hand, and then the double scrubby that you're talking about has a microfiber joiner in the middle, so you can use it dry or wet, and it's a great way to either lather up your dog in the tub and really get into those follicles and underneath and expel all that dander and dirt, or using it dry, and then you can help with some shedding and hair control issues too. So we have a fur catcher mitt that goes into the tub as well, and yeah, we've been getting a really good reception about giving human-grade quality products for people's canines now. So they've been promoted, and we are helping to make sure they have the right gear.
I was looking on your website, and there's also some cute, I guess, dogisms. Who thought of those are cute, like wagging the tails like a dog smiling?
Oh, that was how a dog. That was something I had created. I was a rider before I was a inventor, so I had just sort of when they're sniffing each other's butts, it's more just like dogs shaking hands, or if they're checking out a tree, or they're just basically checking their email or their P-mail. But there's a lot of different. The dog and the human world are not too separate with you. We're sort of, the dog park is sort of a microcosm, a metaphor for all of our different environments where we hang out.
That's so cute. Now, where can our listeners find out more about your products, and where can they purchase them?
Well, you can go to pawclean.com and see a picture of Beckett and sort of learn more about our history. There's a link to the store with our partners, Ginsey Home Solutions. You can go to their website. And actually, I've gotten the okay to give a 20% discount for Pet Life Radio listeners. So there's a coupon code area there. Go to pawclean.com and then go through, and you'll see our whole line of products. And the coupon code, just put in Pet Life Radio, and you can get 20% off. And but we're also available on Amazon.com. We're at BedBathAndBeyond.com, Walmart.com. LL Bean store is close by. You can go pick one up there. And we're slowly expanding our retail base, and hopefully you should be able to see them in a lot of places in the not too distant future.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, a clean dog, clean paws, clean dog, happy house, happy owners. So, and healthier. It's, for everybody when the dog's cleaner, the owners are healthier too. Thank you so much for the promotion for our listeners. And that is good on your website, pawclean.com. Put in the coupon code PetLifeRadio, and they'll have
Correct.
20% off on the product. That's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Hey, you're so welcome. And, it's great we've just heard anecdotally through customers that, it's been great for therapy dogs going into a hospital, nursing home environment, or exiting too. RVers, in order to keep that environment safe. Hunters, professional dog walkers have been giving us a lot of kudos as an added sort of benefit to, their customers. And vets have been using it to help apply medicine to sort of damaged paws. And I've now found it so effective, like I keep one, if we go on a picnic or something, I keep an extra one around for my kids. So I use it to help, or if they're in the sandbox or something, I dip their hand in there, swirl it around, and they think it's a lot of fun.
It's like a kid teeny, huh?
Exactly.
You know what else that with the canine foot bath is that a lot of dogs, especially, mine has the furry feet, and even once they're trimmed, his paws are shaved, it's a good way to make sure there's nothing stuck in the footbed, because that can become a danger. So when the paws are clean, there's less likely something that's going to be stuck up inside there.
Yeah, absolutely. A routine paw cleaning regimen, I liken it to us somewhat brushing our teeth, is great to enhance the value of the paw's health, which is so essential to a dog's happiness. And we have the furry toes here too, and doing a consistent paw cleaning has allowed me to do more inspections of the dog's claws and in between the toes. And, there's been times where I know I found cockleburrs that otherwise would have gone underneath the radar if we weren't doing a paw cleaning regimen at home.
Okay, now you have a couple of new products coming out in the near future.
Our current product, the the standard canine foot bath can accommodate a dog from 10 to 100 pounds. It really has to do with the length of the leg and the width of the paw. So if the legs are over a couple inches, it will work great. And then if the paw's width is under 3 inches or so, it should work great too. So, but we are developing a smaller unit for toy breeds, and then we also have in development a large breed, like for the Great Danes and stuff. But the toy breed one should be out sooner. And we're continuing to innovate and work around this space and see how we can make life with dog a cleaner experience.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, thanks so much for coming on the show, Kevin, and telling our listeners all about Canine Foot Bath and other products available at pawclean.com.
Thank you, Michelle. No, it's been an honor to chat with you here. And, pawclean.com is the website. And we'd love to hear from you if any of your listeners do end up picking one up. And we'd love to hear how it works out.
Okay, great. And then listeners, just let you know again, the coupon code is Pet Life Radio, and go to pawclean.com, place your order, put Pet Life Radio in the coupon code section, and you'll receive 20% off. Thanks, everyone, for listening to this episode of Best Bets for Pets and for letting me tell you about a great way to keep your dog's paws clean. We'll be right back with another show.
We'll be right back, right after these messages. Stay tuned.
Love your pets but wish their medications were a lot less expensive? They are at 1-800-PET-MEDS. You'll not only save on flea and heartworm medications, but on prescriptions for arthritis, incontinence, thyroid, and more. And you get fast service, free shipping, and a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Plus, our licensed pharmacists ensure accuracy, monitor drug interaction, and more. See why over 5 million people have trusted their pet's health to 1-800-PET-MEDS, America's largest pet pharmacy. Call now or order online.
Go to 1-800-PetMeds.com/BEST, BEST, to get 10% off any order and free shipping on orders of $39 or more at PetMeds.com.
Whether they're big, small, hairy, or whatever, you're going to need gear for your feet. And Kids Foot Locker's got all the great shoes and gear that'll get you in the game.
Go to kidsfootlocker.com and enter the code AFBP10KF to get 10% off any order of $50 or more. Or enter the code AFAM15KF to get 15% off any order of $75 or more at kidsfootlocker.com.
And cover those funky feet.
How would you like your business to reach out and invite in our audience? We have a brand new trademark concept called InfoSeeds. InfoSeeds are short 20-second seeds of information about your place of business, practice, or service. Is the best, most cost-effective way to invite us in. We only have a limited number of slots left. For more information, visit the website
PetLifeRadio.com.
Click on sponsorship information. There you can listen to a sample of InfoSeed. Remember, only a limited number of opportunities are available.
Hi everybody, I'm Megan Blake here with my sidekick Super Smiley, the giant mutt and spokes dog for throwaways. You're listening to Pet Life Radio, and I'd like to tell you about our brand new show, A Super Smiley Adventure. Our show explores adventures with animals. They can be traveling, out in the world trips, or inner journeys where our animals lead us to inspiration and self-discovery, or just plain fun adventures. Join us here on Pet Life Radio on A Super Smiley Adventure. Good boy.
Let's talk pets.
Let's talk pets
On Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Hi, everyone. I have a great show for you today. I have with me Chip Degrace, and he is the VP of Creative from FLOR. Welcome, Chip.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Now, I tried the FLOR pet carpets, and they're fabulous. In fact, I have 2 dog testers and a cat, and they're messy and a lot of hair. And actually, my dogs didn't like it when the cat even tried to scratch the carpet, which didn't do anything to the carpet. So right. I don't know what it was about it, but they didn't like the cat scratching or messing with their carpet. But they're so durable. Well, I guess we should back up. Can you tell our listeners about FLOR? Because they're different. They're not the usual type of carpet.
Right. Floor squares are actually an outgrowth of a commercial idea, a carpet tile, and we are part of a bigger company that sells commercial and consumer-based carpet tile. And so it's 19.7. It's a metric size, 50 centimeter squares, and they are connected one to another with a sticker, basically, that we developed that sticks one tile to the next at the corners and not to your floor. So at any point, during the installation or during the life of the rug that you put down, you want to pull a particular square out for cleaning or changing or whatever it may be, you can certainly do that. It's very easy to do. But the idea came from the commercial market where, performance and maintainability is important. And we brought it to the American consumer about 7 years ago. And it's interesting that I'm here talking to you today because it is particularly effective in a home with pets. Just does a great job.
Well, what's really nice about it, too, is that you can be creative in your decorating taste, too, because the FLOR carpet squares come in a lot of different varieties of colors.
They absolutely do. And you can pick your favorite red and build a rug, a custom-sized rug, because you build it square by square. So you can build it, to fit your room exactly, and you can make it out of one red, or we have, several reds and different textures you can mix and match together. Not only for design reasons, but also for, these days, cost reasons, right? You can mix some less expensive ones with some more expensive ones and end up with a cost-engineered rug. But we have textures and we have patterns and all kinds of things, so it can be as active or as sedate as you'd like. And again, as I said, it'll fit perfectly in your room, and we have styles that are atypical for rugs. And so you wouldn't necessarily put a rug probably in your garage, or you wouldn't put a rug necessarily in your laundry room, but we have products that are built specifically for some of those areas, and they're equally as attractive, but they're built obviously to hold up to some of those non-traditional applications.
So speaking of, well, I guess it's not so non-traditional, but people with pets tend to, especially on the floors, tend to have a lot of wear and tear, and carpet really gets beat up. Now, your FLOR pet carpet is a little different than carpet in general and different than the FLOR carpet tiles. What's the difference?
Well, it's first of all, it's built much better, denser, tighter than your average residential rug or carpet. And it has antimicrobial in it, which inhibits the growth of mold, mildew, any of those nasty smells. It's very easy to clean. As I said, it goes down square by square. So if an accident happens, whatever that may be, you can pull out that tile, you can rinse it off from the sink, or you can steam clean it if it needs to be steam cleaned individually, and then you can place it back into the installation without disrupting the entire room. And there are some very specific sort of colors and constructions that I think would work particularly well for a household full of pets that would be perfect, and it would be beautiful as well.
I have in my household, I have a long-haired dog and a cat. Between the two of them, there's a lot of shedding, and it's hard to get out the hair of a traditional carpet without a rug, or you have to push it out. The FLOR carpet squares seem to sort of repel the hair from going. It doesn't sink into the carpet.
Right. A lot of our constructions are denser and tighter than the average, residential piece of carpet. And so the hair does sit right on top or right on the edge, and it makes it very easy to vacuum it up, or however you would do that, rake it off, or whatever method you use in your home to maintain your carpets. But yeah, most of the FLOR squares, just by the nature of the way we build them, are much easier to remove pet hair.
Well, I just vacuumed them, and it was very easy to clean up.
Absolutely.
What about people with allergies? Because usually, there's a lot of people that have pets that have allergies and just deal with it. Having carpets sometimes is a problem, but my guess is because the FLOR squares are tighter, they're woven tighter, and they're antifungal, anti-mold, it would probably be easier on people with allergies.
Yes. First of all, they have low VOCs. When you buy carpet or rugs, typically you want to make certain that they don't smell, that they don't, the carpet typically has an off gas when you put it in, and sometimes it's from the pad and sometimes it's from the carpet. And rugs can have that smell as well. Ours have none of that. We actually engineer them such that they don't have any of those volatile organic compounds, they call them, so they don't smell coming into your house. And that's by design and engineering. And then in terms of allergens in the air, first of all, I think soft surface materials like carpet and rugs, specifically, floor squares, will keep, the airborne particles in one place. That is to say, they will sort of, that those materials will cling to the product, and then at the point at which you're ready to vacuum them up, it'll release it into your vacuum. And if you've got a vacuum cleaner that's constructed and built with special HEPA filters, obviously that assists it as well. But the material as it's built grabs a lot of the airborne allergens. It holds it, but not so tightly that when you come by with your regular maintenance that it doesn't release it.
It seems to work better for people in my household with allergies than, this traditional carpet. Now, maybe you can explain this. My dogs didn't like when the cat scratched at the carpet every time. Is that just a byproduct? They got mad. They barked at him. They were like, don't scratch. This is our carpet. What was that about?
Oh, that's funny. Well, in my house, I have a 13-year-old boxer, Mabel, and she loves the long pile. We make some longer pile products, and she loves that particular rug, and she has a specific place that she goes and lays on her back and rubs around. So it's kind of her rug. And I don't know your dogs, but I'm going to guess that they probably have their favorites as well. And they're probably just like people. They don't want anybody, ruining it. And for those cat owners, I know a lot of pet products actually have taken our floor squares and actually wrapped or covered, cat scratchers with our product because it does resist, the activities that cats love to partake in, which is, scratching. So your dogs probably don't know that even though the cat is, scratching the tiles, he or she's probably not going to hurt them. But I'm going to guess the dogs are just, they want to make certain that their favorite floor squares remain in good shape.
Yeah, probably a territorial type of thing. But yeah, the cat didn't damage the carpet squares at all. They were just perfect. No problems at all. Literally,
there are manufacturers who've used our squares to wrap cat scratching poles. Believe it or not, because it's easy on the cat, and our material is extremely durable, so it accomplishes both things.
Yeah, it works wonderfully. So now, where can our listeners find out more about floor carpet squares and order floor carpet squares?
We are a young company, so we don't have that many retail installations yet. We have one in Chicago, one in Santa Monica, one in New York City, in Soho, and one in Atlanta. If you're not in one of those four cities, you can go to FLOR.com and take a look at the wide range of material that we have there for pets and purchase directly off the web, or you can call us at 866-281-3567, and we have very talented design-focused customer assistance people here to help you design your pet-friendly rug.
Oh, that's great. So our listeners can go to FLOR.com, and that's FLOR.com?
That's correct. We do have one product, I didn't mention this, but we actually have a product called House Pet that is a product that we've made for a long, long time, and it's a synthetic product, but it looks like a mohair texture. And I've got it in my house as one style that your listeners may want to look for. There's actually a product called House Pet that we sell that there's a very interesting texture and one of our most durable.
Oh, that's great. It's a very convenient way to put carpet in your house, and it's very design friendly, and you can decide how much you want in your location, the size you want, the colors you want. It's very, consumer friendly is a good way to say it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very design-friendly product, and you don't have to concede design, for the sake of owning pets. I mean, you don't want to have to, live in a house that's not colorful, not full of pattern and life. You don't want to have to give up one for the other. And with FLOR, you don't have to. You can get all that design, personalized, great color and pattern, and it is absolutely appropriate for a house full of friends. So
you mean I should be the master, not my dog, right? I don't know about that all the time, but
that's exactly right. Well, when it comes to decorating, you should be the master, absolutely.
That works most of the time. Now, I have one dog that's really good. He's very good. He doesn't mess in the house hardly ever. From a puppy, he's very good. Then I have another one who's a terror, who still doesn't. He has accidents every so often, and he's much more destructive. So, the cat's kind of in the middle. But the carpet squares are great for, they're easy to clean. They don't get messed up. They're, for house accidents, they're super easy to take care of. And it's great that you could personalize, exactly how you want it based on a color square, one color, another color, and do what you want. And then if you get tired of it, it's just not replacing, a whole entire carpet. It's just, you could change it up with just a couple of different square colors.
You don't want to have to cordon off whole parts of your house from your animals. You'd love for them to be able to go in your bedroom the same time they can go into the living room and so forth. And again, with our material, if it looks, wall to wall and it's very neutral and light color in your bedroom, typically those are the areas that if the dog, if your dog or cat has issues, or if when he or she gets angry, they leave a mark, you don't need to, put a gate up in front of that room. With FLOR, it's fearless. You don't need to worry about it. If something happens for whatever reason, either they're having a bad day or they're angry at you, whatever the reason, any room is safe. You don't need to fear it. And if something happens, all you need to do is, pick a tile up and clean it off.
Now, the other thing, too, for, people that don't own their homes, it's pretty easy to just pick up the carpet squares and pack them up.
Absolutely. It's either in a rug form, in a rug form, or even if you brought it closer to the walls and installed it more or less from wall to wall. Either way, when your lease is up, you just you pick it up, box it up, and take it with you.
Super easy. So, listeners, you can go to FLOR.com. It's www.flor.com, and you can find out all about FLOR carpet squares, and you can place an order directly off the website, Chip.
That's exactly right. Anytime, day or night, really.
The love of the internet.
That's right. Whenever the urge to design a pet-friendly floor, you can sit down and order some up.
Thanks so much for coming on Best Bets for Pets and telling all our listeners about FLOR carpet squares and how to have a nice home.
Yes, and have it with your pets and your design sensibility intact. I appreciate it, Michelle. Thanks for having me today.
Thanks so much, Chip, for coming on Best Bets for Pets and telling our listeners all about FLOR carpet squares for pets. Listeners, you can go to www.flor.com to find out more about the product. Thanks to my producer, Mark Winter, for making me sound great. And thanks to my 3 boys, Dennis, Zeus, and Nikki, for making me a happy and proud mom most of the time. And thanks of all to my listeners for taking the time to listen to Best Bets for Pets and hear about all of our new products that we're featuring and talking about. Have a great one.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.